Today, we're going to be looking at your gaming setups and rating and reviewing them. All this was done on my Twitch channel, and I stream every Sunday to look at your gaming setups in our Discord. So make sure to join the Discord in the link in the description, and let's get into the first setup. This is North. He's 14 and he's from the UK. His main game is Fortnite. He was on Xbox One and an old TV before this, and now he's saved up for a PC, and he afforded this by mowing his neighbor's lawns for a year and a half. Here's his main stuff he uses, and he plans to get a high to mid-range PC in the future and sort out my cable management. So looking at the setup, I mean, it's a laptop setup for sure. I do like how you set up the laptop here. I think this is very unique for sure. Having the monitor on the side and then the main monitor is better because it's like better hertz or whatever. This is pretty good, but the cable management is really bad. On top of that, this desk is a little scary. Like, look at how you're balancing this. Like, and then over here, it's like way in the front. Like, it's just thrown together. And like, I definitely would say to get a new countertop or try to fix this and make it look a little less like that. It's funny that you spent money on the Nanolease when you need a PC, you know? I feel like those are expensive. Like, I feel like those are things that come after unless you were gifted it. But yeah, interesting enough. I mean, the keyboard and mouse combo is not terrible. Completely honest, I'll give it like a solid 4.5. I think the only thing that sets this setup apart from others is the way you mounted this monitors, like the way you did your laptop and your monitors, but everything else just needs work. So I'd recommend doing that. This is Astro setup. He's a 15-year-old Twitch streamer that also plays soccer in a local academy. He's from Sweden. His main game is Sea of Thieves, Fortnite, Minecraft, and he built this setup to play video games, study, and have fun with his friends. It took him around 3 years to save up working at his dad's place to reach the goal. He built everything by himself except for the shelves that my dad helped me build, and he used to play Xbox One S for 4 years until he switched and he wanted to spice up some stuff. I really like the aesthetic you're going for. I like that you put the Gobi Glide above the shelves. I like how you put the plants like kind of hiding the shelves and stuff like that. Also really like the PS5 controller stand. I think that's really cool. Gaming PC. If I'm completely honest, I know you put it on the floor because you thought you didn't have enough room, but I think it would have looked better right here on the desk. Am I tripping to think that? But oh, why does it go like that? But I think it would have looked better on the desk right there. Looking at your monitors and stuff, really nice. I like the lighting around the room too. Really clean. Cable management's okay. I mean, it's got a tray on its own, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I think this PC on the desk would actually look pretty good. Maybe I'm tripping on that, but I think it would look good there. And I think you should also get a Vivo mount and mount your monitor. That way it's like floating. And then you won't have these bubbles in your mouse pad, you know? I think personality wise, it's a solid 7. Setup itself wise, I feel like there's a few things it could organize, but overall this is really solid. I'd get, you know what, I'll give it a 7.5. This is Remedy setup. He's a 13-year-old that is from Florida. He makes cool YouTube videos and FPS games and survival games. Interesting. His main games he plays is Valorant, Minecraft, Rust, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. He built a setup to have a nice time with his friends, cousins, and play video games. Okay. It took him around 3 to 4 years to get everything after he got the laptop, and he's been adding to it since. Here are some of the things he uses in his setup, and he afforded this setup by collecting money for birthdays, chores, and getting stuff for Christmas. Dad and his brother helped him build this setup, and yeah. So looking at the setup, I wish I would have seen more around the room. I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah, I would. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like there's a lot of stuff you can do with this setup. I think you need monitor mounts for sure. I think you need a bigger desk if possible, like a thicker desk, not just like this carbon fiber one. And then I also recommend maybe putting your drawing tablet somewhere else. Problem is you have this drawing tablet on the desk and it's not really useful. You should make a thing where you just pull out the cable and you plug it in when you need it. Also, cable management is kind of bad. I would recommend some raceways as well. The drawing tablet's cool. I just think you need some more room and you don't have not a lot of setup room to do this. Also, I think the mic placement's really bad as well. I'd recommend a boom arm if you can, but there's 0 personality in this, to be fair. What do you guys think, chat? 4 out of 10? A lot of people are saying 4 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a solid, like, there's really not a whole lot to go off of, and I feel bad, but I'd probably give him a solid, I'm gonna go a solid 4. This is Drake. He's 13, and he got inspired by you and tech stores to build this setup. He uses this setup for schoolwork, gaming, and he plays Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rocket League, and Valorant, and he raised money through Christmas money, and his dad helped him build the setup. Love the Prove Them Wrong sticker. Sheesh. Dude, he's got 34 out of 50. Dude. Yo. See, this is an OG viewer of mine, for sure. Because I did this, If you are a newer viewer to me, that's okay. But I did this in 2021. I went up to the warehouse and I signed like 50 mouse pads, and I made them a gold colorway, and that we've never released any of them ever again. It's literally one of a kind. Like there's literally, and they're numbered. I like the theme a lot. I think the only thing you could really improve on here is just more personality in the setup, but you're already doing such a good job here with like the shelves and the lights and the hoops right here, and then your cable management scene's pretty decent from what I can tell. Extra points for being an OG, for real. The streets are saying it's a 10, but in my opinion, I think it's like a solid 8. This is Frank. He's a 19-year-old college student from Puerto Rico. His main games are Valorant and Minecraft, and he built the setup for gaming, studying, and the first time he submitted his setup was a year ago in episode 19. And now I'm here and upgraded my setup, which took me a whole year and 2 months to build. And he got his first PC 8 months ago. Okay, awesome. Yeah, but look at this, man. I mean, this is beautiful. I like the double monitor setup. Cable management's actually really nice. Really solid foundation. Love how you cable manage behind the PC as well. Yeah, really nice cable management. I agree. Mic placement's good too. Monitor placement's decent. Mousepad room's great. Cable management's very good. So, in my opinion, I think the only thing that this lacks is personality in the room itself. And that's totally okay. Because, like I said earlier, he built this whole setup and he's got a really solid foundation. So once you have the foundation, you can start to like sprinkle in the sauce. You know what I mean? If you don't have the foundation, there's like levels to it. If you don't have the foundation, you're not going to be able to build the empire. You know what I mean? Overall, I would rate this a solid 7 out of 10. I really do enjoy it. I think it has a really solid foundation, but I do think thinks it's a little higher, but I think it's like 7. It could use some more personality for sure. This is Sam. He's a 13-year-old from Canada. Still a student, but he acquired his setup through progressing, adding in the 2 years of building the setup. From either birthdays or Christmas gifts, that's how he's kind of acquired everything in the setup. He used to play games like Valorant or more in my years. Sadly, I've stopped though due to boredom and tiredness. Okay, buddy, bro's tired. He's kind of just built the setup as creatively as he can, and he always wants to improve and make new ideas. He wanted to build a setup to relax and enjoy his time, example watching anime or movies, and he did everything by himself. Here's some of the things he uses in his setup, and let's take a look at the images. So, you know what's crazy about this though? It's so minimal and it's nice. Wait, I really like the idea of being able to play on one side and then just move it and watch something and like lean back, you know? I really like that idea because like you can see like here, he can put it off to the side and like watch something and lean back in his chair. I think that's pretty cool. Really, really chill setup for 13. I mean, this is really nice. Most setups you see at 13, you know, they have like kind of everything everywhere. They don't have it organized, but this is like minimal, functional, nice. It's not over the top. The only thing I would really recommend is like more personality throughout the room probably, but this is really chill. Also, W Demon Slayer. Yeah, I can't really think of what I could build more, what more I could give you for advice. I couldn't tell you really to get a second monitor because you like to move it around. I would recommend a second monitor in the future. I would give this a solid 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, I think. Subscribe and also watch this video next. See ya.